Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to the show, the Puerto Rican show. So, last week I showed you a little bit of my Chilean heritage. So this week, why not show you a bit of my Puerto Rican heritage? Now, what's more Puerto Rican than Arroz and Gandules, right? It's their staple. It's what they're known for. It's their national dish, basically. So, let's make it today. Let's get into it. But with that, there's steps, right? To make a good arroz and gandules, you need to have a smacking sofrito. If your sofrito ain't smacking, your arroz and gandules is trash. So let me show you what we use, or what I use, for my good sofrito. Over here, we have red and green bell peppers. We have some tomatoes, we have onions, garlic cloves, we have cilantro, and these guys. Now these guys are the special smoking gun. This is called culantro, like culantro, and they're like a distant cousin, well actually like a real, next to like first generation cousin of cilantro, because they're nice, pungent, and they have a good flavor to them. And then if you mix both culantro and cilantro together, you'll get a strong aroma and a strong, tasteful sofrito. Then, step 2 to making a good arroz and gandules is having achote oil. Let me show you right here. These are annatto seeds or achote seeds. And if you put oil at a real low temperature, the annatto seeds will infuse with the oil. That what gives it a nice orangey yellow tint to your arroz and gandules. That's what gives it that staple of that taste from arroz and gandules that separates itself from white rice, yellow rice, black rice. You can never mix those rices up with arroz and gandules, right? And over here, we have rice, right? Our gandules, some olives, and here's for some nice salty taste is pork skin, right? Now if you're making pernil with this, you'll take a little bit of the skin from the pernil, you dice it up in these little squares, and you use it for your arroz and gandules. But I'll show you that. Let's get started, because I'm like a little excited here. So let's get started. So, in your food processor, you want to put in your one whole, put this out on the side right here, one whole onion, right? And you want to do this in stages, not all at once. Nice and coarse. I like my sofrito to have nice consistency to it. I don't like it too liquidy. Nice and coarse. We got a bowl for you guys. And this is the consistency I'm looking for. A nice coarse to it. I don't want the juices to leak out so much. Alright? Nothing too crazy with that. And then from there, we put our processor back together. And then Jesus! It's making me cry. We'll start with the garlic. Same thing, want it coarse. Right? Just like this. This gives it some body. Let's get that all out. You want to mix that together. From that point, We'll bring it back to the machine. And then we'll start with our red and green bell peppers. You want to dice them up a little bit more. Make it easier for you. Now with this, you really want to get blended. And they also go along with the tomato. And I'll show you the consistency I'm looking for with these. Now halfway through, that's when I'll end up with putting my culantro and my cilantro. And you'll see it all come together. Everything nice and combined. But there is liquid to it, right? We don't want that liquid. So the best thing we can do right now is drain that liquid. Set this aside. Alright. And if you could come closer, you can see all that liquid just coming right out, alright? Now you can save that liquid. You can use it for like a soup or a salad. You can make a dressing from it. And now see how it's nice and pasty? Not so much water holding onto it. That's when we want to add it to our onions and garlic. Alright. And then mix that up. Right here, this is our sofrito, nice and ready to go, and we'll have this here waiting for now. From there, we want to start making our achote oil. Very easy, very simple. So on a very low heat, just heat up a small pan, small pot, and you want to take 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, and you want to take 1/4 cup of achote seeds. So what we're looking for here is the oil to absorb the flavor of the achote seeds on a very low heat because you don't want to burn them. Now the best indication to know that they're done, you'll see little bubbles busting up to the top of the surface of the oil. If you can see, there's little bubbles popping up. And that's when you know it's ready. So you turn off your heat. Put it right here for a little bit. And we'll drain it and you'll see how rich the oil becomes.